Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Eddie from Team Nexus. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my Dimensional Robo Cancer trash. Because if you guys couldn't tell from my Kagro deck profile, I love me some D-Robo.
Max just did what all other women do in my life. Leave me.
So, let's start off with my starter, which is just a Dimensional Robo Daishoot, which is just Shove to Soul plus 4k Van and retire a card. 6 draw triggers, because you always want a plus, so you can have a big hand. 6 crit, because sacking. And 4 heal, because you're truly you're only a Tachi player doesn't run heals. Moving on to the grade 1s, I run 2 Dimensional Robo Operator Yukas, which are just 4k to Van when you place them, which come in handy a lot to make your Legion's numbers even higher. 3 Dimensional Robo Dailions, which is just a Limit Break enabler. Just one meta Dimensional Robo Daitiger, because its flavor text is truly meta. Tiger, tiger, this is a tiger powered by the battery of justice. Got a little triggered there. I run 3 PGs, and if you're asking why I don't run 4, it's because I'm Eddie.
Eddie never runs 4
PGs. I never run 4 PGs. I took out my 4th PG for 3 Laurels because trash is trashy. Try to name a single dimensional police deck that doesn't have Laurel. If you can, you're just stupid.
Enigmas?
You're stupid. And it was made for Enigmas.
It was made for Enigmas, actually.
Not that one guy.
I just abuse it.
Not that one guy at SMC.
Well, he was also stupid.
He had Enigmas without Laurel.
I run a 1-of Dimensional Robo Daifighter, which is just a 10k beater. I run 4 of the new Dimensional Robo Daibazookas, which are really good because it just gives you more grade 3s to drive check.
Because its skill is a grade 3.
Because its skill is when you drive check, it counts as a grade 3, and then all you do is unflip and you unflip 1, countercharge 1, and when you attack, it becomes a grade 3 basically because it gains plus 2k. If you can't get a Daibazooka for whatever reason, because they're really cheap, Dragon's also a really good backup. It's just a 12k beater. And then a really meta card that you might not think is meta at first is Dimensional Robo Daijit. What this card does is you return a normal grade 3 from your drop to your deck, and you get 4k to your Vanguard, and on hit, counterblast, and you draw. The on hit ability is never used, but because you want to keep grade 3s in for Legion and guard breaking, you're going to want to have 4 of those at all times. Now to the real fun of the deck. We're going to run 4 of the Break Ride, which is Super Dimensional Robo Daikaiser, which is just whenever you place a grade 3 on this card, it gets plus 10k and a crit.
Limit break.
And on limit break, you counterblast 1, and it gets when you drive check a grade 3, you get a free guard break. So then you're gonna run 4 of the Legion, and 4 of the Legion pair, of course.
What is guard break, Eddie?
Guard break is when you fuck people over.
What happens in guard break?
You put a PG, and I get a grade 3, and say nope, goodbye.
But you can do that in this game?
You can do it if you're...
I thought this was Vanguard.
You can only do it with justice.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds hella busted.
That's what justice is.
Oh,
Police
no wonder
brutality.
I always lose to it. I'm black.
It's police brutality to the max.
That makes sense.
So what the Legion does is... So let's start with Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Daiyusha. This his ability is just basically Limit Break 4, and it gets a crit and plus 2,000.
You always ride him.
No. So this isn't important as of itself because you're not going to be able to use it in the Legion, but
He's the Legion mate.
True Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Daikaiser needs that ability, because if it's a Legion main has a crit, it gains a crit and guard break. So basically on break ride, what's gonna happen? You're gonna have that. You're gonna have this on. You're gonna go ahead and Legion, and then you're gonna be able to drive check 1 grade 3 and guard break 2 things from the guard circle.
You also hit for 3 damage.
You're also hitting for 3 crit, as well as your base damage is 36. So this is as aggro as you can get in this game.
And you know what happens if he hits?
You die. And if it hits, you use Laurel's ability, which is when your Vanguard's attack hits, you rest 4 units and restand the Vanguard. So basically you get to attack twice with 3 crit and double guard break.
0 to 100 real quick.
And now for the G zone, which admittingly you don't use too much. What I normally do is I'll stride straight into 99th General Dimensional Robo Commander Great Daiearth, which is basically on stride, unflip 1, and you can do it first stride. You unflip 1 Daiearth, counterblast 2, call a grade 3 and a grade 2 from your deck. If it was the second stride, it also gains a crit at GB2.
It gets you that Laurel field though.
It sets up a field for when you want to go Laurel. I run
Paladin plays.
right now I don't have 2 of the legendary dimensional Robo Daikaiser Leon, but ideally you only want 2 because you shouldn't be striding too much in this deck. I am running it as running a Super Cosmic Hero X Rogue as a proxy right now, but if you want to run that instead of a Leon, it's also a pretty good card. But what Leon's ability is, it's pretty much just counterblast, unflip, a Daikaiser Leon, and you get a guard break, and it's just really, really busted.
Whenever you check them grade 3s.
And the last 2 cards in my G zone, which again are never really used because I'm not really striding as much, is Super Cosmic Hero X Rogue, and
Daitiger.
Daitiger. Wow.
Tiger.
And Daitiger, it just gets a crit after 45,000 power. Sorry. It gains plus 4,000 for every dimensional police in the G zone, and then after 45,000, it gains a crit. So you can ideally hit for big ass numbers with this, and it also unflips, so it's just giving you another 4,000. But that's basically meta trash.
Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this
Nah, it's
video.
okay, we already posted this.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Still haven't watched that video.